We had British Columbia Interior. We'll have a look at that. To win gold, you must have a book value of 50 mil. Silver, 35. Bronze, 20 mil. 25 years. Get going. Look at all the forest. So many trees to render. Merit. 4 pairs of people. How much cash do we start with? 200. An unusually large amount of starting money. Bless me. And it's company book value, not personal value, so we might as well take out the max size starting. Who should we be if we're in British Columbia, though? We're not in South America anymore. Perhaps we should be returning to Barren Rail. We could be Sunaj Rail. Sunaj can be a bunny wabbit. Baron's Spire Slaying Inc. Kamloops and North Kamloops. Although you can get them both into a single thing. Or at least most of them. Not quite all of them. So here is an obvious place to start. Where is the next nearest serious amount of population? Here. 1, 2, 3.5. 4. Where do you think Australia would benefit the most from a railway if I could build one? I mean, the major cities all have interconnectors, but most of our rail is for mining and grain moving around rather than people. So, presumably whichever mine is in the need of the most expansion. I honestly don't know, Vama. There's often talk of building a high-speed East Coast thing, but it's a bit too mountainous, and planes do pretty bloody well. Although the plane companies have been absolute shit lately. Last 2 years they have been hot garbage. So maybe we should give them a kick up the arse by threatening them with some high-speed rail. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a global phenomenon from aging tech debt. For us, it was partially COVID, and partially that the company's trying to move all of its maintenance offshore rather than having it been done onshore. My personal position is that when the government bailed out the airline during the COVID crisis, they should have taken a proportional share of stock that they could then sell later, rather than just giving a literal handout. They should have actually gotten something for it. Or, you know, let them collapse and then buy them up on the cheap when they're collapsing. That would have worked too. One, 2, 3, 4. do you do in this map? Goods into diesel. Hmm. This is pretty sizable. Can we get across to here from there without too much climbing? Yeah, that works. Hell, it could even be one higher up. So, straight across there. Straight across there. All the way to a turn to Vernon. It's not like there's anything further down this way that we'd want. I think so. Take out a loan, see if there's cheap loan man. Nope, no cheap loan man. We'll stick with station building. Cheaper man. Build our 2 stations. Do I care about that? Goods to diesel wants pulpwood and lumber. That probably is worth capturing then. And does anything want produce? Yes, things do want produce at the other end. So, probably that. Same thing at the other end. Let's lay the little bit of track. Just enough to do the earth flattening. It's already captured 1 log mill, I don't need 2. Just dilute profits. Trade out of Station Cheaper Man, because he makes track laying more expensive. Back to you. That's as good as we're getting there. Okay, and what do we want? Refrigeration, check. Hotel. Saloon, restaurant. Hotel. Post office, saloon, restaurant. Forgot about the post office. That one works perfectly. Then we could have this and this. Run another end-to-end between these 2. But we can't afford it quite yet. How hilly was this overall? There are some 2s. Nah, 2 is as bad as it gets. How heavy I can't tell yet. So do I think the mogul's worth it? 37 versus just shy of 30 for a third extra speed, thereabouts. Yeah, that's less than a third extra cost for a third extra speed. Issuing stock has no downside, as long as we remember to change the dividend down to 0. Turn that into saloon, and maintenance. Done. I don't often use the mogul. Armstrong. Yes. Do take the milk and the grain. There's no reason not to. Grab a restaurant. And when he dings here, we want to double track this bit. Wallachia has offered a bonus, not Wallachia. Or no, maybe it's... Well, yeah, that looks like Wallachia. Offers a bonus of 200k to the first railroad to connect it. If only you were big enough to be worth connecting to, my friend. I'm going to save the food for delivering to the outer cities. Double the tracks that we can afford to. Grab a restaurant. So perfect service in terms of not getting in each other's way. This thing is at absolute peak speed. Mail, milk, grain, tick. We do need to build a maintenance yard here. And this is going to need sand and water. Full set of people. Sand, water. This end could use a post office. Good. You could use a maintenance bay. Good. Post office. Post office. Just got some more hotels to finish. That's ready to move produce up to this end. So grab another mogul. Mail, produce, produce, go. Sadly, there is no more milk demand. The milk bug strikes again. Grab 2 food. You can take them that way. I might be able to issue some more stock. No, it doesn't look like we're going to be able to issue the stock in time to stop these two having a bit of a run over the top of each other. So, sorry to say, friend, but you are the least important. We should look for cheaper fuel man. Alas, he's not around. Speed up. I'm gonna have that grab the mail and produce. Or actually, no, you grab a full set of people. You land, you become one, 1, 3. Woo, you let us double track everything. No more problems with running over the top of each other. This needs sanding and water. Okay, then what? This wants pulpwood and lumber. Do I have to build connected? I do not. However, we also now have milk here. So we'll grab another mogul. Your job is get a grain, turn it into milk, turn that into food, and take that down that end. Well, it doesn't have to be 2 grain. It has to be at least 1 grain, though. Otherwise we will have the grain silo. I guess a maintenance bay up this end. So 1 here, 1 here. And whilst we've got the money, 1 here. Sure, grab a 4th one then. Mail, produce. Grab the last hotel that we didn't have. Yep. I guess now I need another express between these two. The milk will have to wait. The hill on the way out is a little trouble, but not huge trouble. Speed up, speed up. Oh. What? That has water. That has water. No. I think that may have just left too soon. Oh, is it too far between there and here? That's awkward. I'm gonna need to build one here. Come. Double logs to here, to down there. Seems like a next reasonable port of call. Or actually double logs through this, down to this border. Pulpwood can come this way, the lumber can go that way, and then come back to here. So the question is, how hilly is this? Five, five, five. I mean, it's downhill at least. Yeah, I think I do it like that. Sunage rail splits 2 for 1. Let's go issue some more stock. That can fund this. Slightly too poor, need to wait for something to ding. Might as well take the mail as well. Well, actually take the produce. Now, pulpwood there. Honestly, that might need its own sanding even after that. Turn all of this into food that you are going to take up to there. And then you do your loop again. Now we need one of you doing the logs. Good, and one of these doing the logs. Woo, wrong one. Well, bugger. Head back here, empty. That's my fault. Perfect. Head back, empty. Now go again. Next time you can do it properly. I'll be willing to admit that we should double the tractor there. The rest, not so much. Looks good. Where should we expand next? The Sushwap Lake? Little Sushwap Lake. This is fairly big. Hey, Niagara Lakes. One of the first games you ever spent your allowance on? Oh no, and then you realized you couldn't run it. Oh. I hadn't bought Redguard. A friend lent me their CD, but I was very sad with a similar thing with Redguard. Where do we connect? Here. You still have the box? Nice. Happened you with Star Wars The Old Republic. 1, 2.5. This has some coal as well. And this place does nominally want coal. But I think I'd rather try and do merit. So how much is it to connect? Across here. I mean, so far everything there looks fantastic. And then... okay, there's a little bit of a hill there. We probably go on the diagonal there so that we can pick up those cows. Or do we use those cows? Maybe we use those cows as enough, and those cows. So, straight up. 500. 7. 12. 14 for the buildings. That's why we need 2 in the middle. 16, 17. And then some trains. I need like 2.5 million instead of the 1.5 million I have. And that's to only single rail it. What I could do though is start saving the cows. No, I was off by 1. Oof. No, I don't want to have to build 2. I'm going to say 1 is fine. Well, no. Start saving up all the cows. I didn't realize this would need customs to export via a lake, but okay. then the other one I should start saving up is there. This way, when I do build the station here, we can yeet all the cows down that end into here and immediately start the food as well. Oh! I should turn you into a big station, so that you capture the other milk as well. Woo. Close enough. Hail, Baron. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You've stayed up late? Holy moly, Baron. You're off to bed immediately. Yeah, I wonder why. Ay, ay, ay. No, mate. You just want 24-hour Slay the Spire content, Mama? Ding ding. There's only produce to grab. Grab 2 of these as well. You don't know the game, but the cycle has been broken. These 2 ding, and then we should be good to build that expansion. Yeah, I never played it at release. I remember it being very popular. Like, hearing about it a lot. Grab that. Come on, get here and ding. What an awkward time and place for you to have a breakdown, friend. Well, I guess I'm building this now then. So... yoink, straight up. At least to here. And then it's more or less straight across. But work out if we actually literally want straight across from the edge of that. We want it to line up with... That seems good. Or do I turn the turn into even one sharper? Yep, even one sharper. Alright. Then at this end... Good. We definitely need some things in the middle. So one probably about... Tempting to put it there. Then we can use those logs. Standing water. Probably about here. I'd rather have too many than too few. Alright, next. How do we want to do it? This, here, there. Come back empty. Sure. No, other way around. Well, then I kind of like that. Because it involves one less turning around. Yep. Additionally, we would like expresses in both directions. Okay. Let a little time play out. These at least aren't going to run over each other. Sec. Cough, 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 cough. Now we should be super safe. Finally, that breakdown gets out of the way. No, you're higher priority than the other thing. Mostly because you are worth more and you decay quicker. Oh, cough, 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 cough. Close enough. Finally. You can become a full set of people. The next one can become the produce. And what we should do is look at preventing collisions. Cheers, Salah. Take the mail with you. The ends are going to need their sanding water. And we'll do here rather than the other place, because it's inconceivable that it's not better here. But you can have a post office. Do what we can to try and prevent these two from running into each other. Please wait for 4. Wait for 4? No. 100% passengers for you at the moment. And if you're going to Vernon, I was going to say it's worth grabbing those, but you're already heavy enough. Timber's quite heavy. Currently head to that step of end debris. You can do a little bit of a loop. Locations no longer accept raw milk, which is fine. We were already processing the milk anyway. Woo. Okay, now it's time to duplicate each of these. That one. Good. Balloon. Balloon. Welcome back. You had a short sleep. You didn't get your recommended 8 hours. Morning, Double Danger Dad. Okay, 1, 2, check. 1, 2, check. That's ready to loop. We could have a second, and the demand for lumber here is high enough that it can support a second. So yes. And if that means that I need to double all the way to here, so be it. And you've been up for a while. Restaurant. Hotel. We could start another one of these. Oh. Really? It ran out of sand between here and there. That's kind of amazing. Good. Restaurant. Hotel. Alright. We wanted one more of these. But going the other way, if we have to go issue some stock, so be it. Looks lovely. Double track it. As much as we can. In fact, we've nearly double tracked the whole lot. Now it's just this little gap. And scam. A quick scam. Okay. This needs its maintenance bay, but otherwise we're pretty good. I need one more in here for the sand, which is surprising, but okay. And then what else? We should also do the iron. So extend that down just a little bit towards this and add in the iron. No, take the 2 produce. I'm paranoid about it expiring. We know we need the extra sand. Right, and it's maintenance. One here. One here. One here, once we can. Where can we use the logs? We can use the logs here. We could set up the logs one already. Could also set up this. That looks fine. I'm going to actually keep this off that main line. It's a pity we can't get both of those. Yeah, we can't get both of them in a single thing. How much do I know about rail construction? Pretty much only what these games have told me. Ching. Banding water. The other one can have maintenance. So we add in 1 to do 2 and 2. But I know all the Australian Railroad facts. Not all of them, no. The most easy one is that my state and the state next door that's actually important and sort of has people near it in the border, as opposed to being approximately 2/3 the distance between Moscow and London to the next sensible set of people. We had different gauges, which made unifying the rail travel between the two states a massive pain. That looks bad, but it's downhill, so it won't be... It is downhill, right? It might be up and downhill, we'll see. And this is going to need 2 sets of people. That one's already perfect. That one's already perfect. Good. You need sand and water. Absolutely. We definitely need to double at least this bit of the track. But first we need 2 trains here. Big money. Okay. We're going to do logs here, there. No, wrong one. There. An anti-invasion measure. In case those filthy criminals next door in Victoria wanted to invade us. That loop is good. Can anything actually use pulpwood here? This can use pulpwood. Do you want paper? It does want paper, so sure, we'll set that up as well. The Japanese plans for Central Australia? What were they going to do? We had some pretty crazy plans that we never did. There were really significant plans to do extreme groundwork to cause our mountains, the East Coast mountains, to drain water, more of it to the left-hand side, to the inland side, and reflood inland Australia so that we could turn it into a great big food bowl. Actually, pulpwood is really light at the moment. Will we play as Australia as well? We did Australia within this week. Double Danger Dad. We played one of the Australia maps. So here, paper. That is your job. And then we want 2 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're close enough to the same weight that I don't care about balancing them more precisely. There. We need to double track all the way to there. And between here and there. Can I be bothered giving you a maintenance at this end as well? I'm going to say yes, because you've got hills to deal with. I think that's about as good as I'm willing to do. There is no mail to pick up. There is one produce. Take care of your kid, yeah, mate. Economy is booming. Fantastic news. There's still lots of cattle. How's food demand? Still big. So I can probably do a third set of the foods. Once something big dings and we got money. I should also look at replacing you with Fuel Man if he was around. He's not around, but we should still look at replacing him with something that's actually useful. It's not like I'm doing station building. So, train safety? Sure. George Westinghouse, an inventive genius. Westinghouse created lots of fridges and a variety of locomotive safety devices, not the least of which were the safety signals and the air brake. In the English... We did the Brazil map, and now we've moved on to North America, British Columbia. We were in South America for about 5 hours. Actually, more like 6. More like 6 hours, actually. Done. Paper is good. He invented air brakes twice? We were going to create another copy of both of the food things, so... This one. The first time it was not safe. And... I need the one that goes there. Which is this one. Done. It relied on air being pushed to the brake. Let's make this and the other end super good at loading and unloading. Second time it was the presence of air pressure that prevented brakes from activating. Yeah, so the brakes activate as soon as, like, the line is cut. I hadn't intended for you to wait like this, but okay. You're gonna do this once more. Oh my... That's my fault. You know what? No. That means I should change this. If I'm having trouble because these are separate... There. And we should just make one that does the food line as well. Why are you all having maintenance problems? Because I didn't build this maintenance bay yet. Fair. Done. And then I want... I've got to work out which one I want it to. So it's... This one to this one to... This one to loop. Go. Check out if Cheaper Fuel Man is available. He is not. should definitely have another express between them. Except we're too poor, fair enough. No, that breakdown won't cause too much problems. This guy's going to be delayed a bit, but I don't think the other one will. Enough money for that extra express. Oh. And there's enough duplicates now that it's worth double tracking this. Then at the moment, go without nothing. Next time, pick up some stuff. Alright, and this will start outputting steel now. Can I actually do anything with the steel? Yes, we could yoink it up to the food things. And there's produce here, so produce to here, ding, ding, and a separate thing that goes up and delivers metal. Okay. Produce go, produce go. Give them refrigerators. Well, they shouldn't need them. It depends how quickly they last. How quickly they last. Yeah, they last a year and a half. That should be fine. Roundhouse, standing water. You're good to go back empty. Although, kind of tempting to force you to take some mail. Actually, take a full set of... Take half a passenger's heart, all the mail. Or don't. Try again. Thank you. beautiful high speed, and then it comes to this sharp corner, and speed absolutely goes nowhere. But then it immediately gets to start accelerating up to full straight speed again. Or yes. And this can be the Baron... What was it? Spire Slayer? Express. Okay, that should be enough to get our metal. Lovely. I suppose I could allow this to become big. Could connect to here. Give that an express. Looks good. Double the track. Too expensive, fine. Just start with the metal. So metal to there. Return it as food. That's fantastic enough. We're finally starting to shove too much food down that. About this side. No, food's still good here. Give them a milk wagon? No, the milk does nothing useful. Boo, the milk is not useful, except for at the milk processor. This is useful, and in fact we'll buy it. Oh wow, there's even an extra milk here now. More milk has spawned when I wasn't looking. So I kind of need a second one of these. Did I ever look at fixing the milk bug myself? No, there is... I think there's a community fix thing. But I only know that it supposedly exists. I've never tried to use it. There are very few maps that center around milk where it's, like, all that important. Wouldn't mind buying this. Start double tracking if we can. Yes, done. We still need to build these 2 hotels. And it wouldn't hurt to have a maintenance bay here. Oh, I screwed this up. Oh wow, it's almost here. Doesn't really matter. 17. Is there cabooses? You can have cabooses, yes. Or caboose, as is the plural. Just like geese. Goose goes to geese. Caboose goes to caboose. We have caboose. They are relatively light. They do take up a car slot. And they are mostly only useful for preventing robberies on the Wild West maps where there are lots of robberies. They also help breakdowns a little bit, but outside of the Russia map where you're fighting off or preventing the advance of Hitler into the Russian heartland, I don't ever really value the lack of breakdown component of the caboose. Usually it's only the don't get robbed component that I care about. Occasionally, if you've got some really very busy lines with heavy lift things going side to side, it can be worth adding the caboose for the breakdown chance on a return trip with older trains. But otherwise, I'm not really sold on it. Kaladin loves them, but I feel that they're usually just wasted weight, and therefore wasted going slower. Hotel. Hotel. I guess we could afford to have a second one of these. Has it done a cycle yet? Yes, it did a cycle, so we're fine. Yeah, I guess you're taking nothing back, because there's nothing to grab. I mean, the weirdest ones is when you've got, like, a train with artillery, soldiers, and ammo, and it gets robbed. I always did find that to be a bit silly. They're deserters. Except that the soldiers still stay there, Proto, right? Once the robbery is over, the soldiers are still on the train. I need another milk one, because we're still not keeping up with the milk production. But what do they rob them of? So if you have, say, a train that has mail or passenger, and then soldier, gun, ammo, it will rob the mail and passenger. And leave the soldier and gun and ammo alone. But the soldier and gun and ammo don't, you know, deal with the robbers. Looks good. Got Von Ryan's Express. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tick and the produce. Soldiers don't care for the civilians. I mean, some of the mail is probably the soldiers as well. They won't be getting their Christmas cookies from aunties and uncles or their loved ones because they didn't protect the mail. Let's buy this because it's going to be gushing money. Probably a good case for buying these. And these. You. Probably these. Yeah, that thing. These. Yes, yes. The cows. Not quite so much. The wood processor. And possibly this one. Three and 5. Guess we'll buy you. And you say you're okay. Okay, what did we actually need to get to? 50 mil? What are we at? 20. That's almost been 10 years. We got 25. So I should add a bit more. I don't know that there's much more to add of use. Like, we could yoink even more stuff up to this steel mill. It's already super overflowing with steel. Is there any way for us to make goods? Cotton, cotton and wool. But there is no cotton. And there is no wool. So no, there's no way to have any goods on this map. There is cement want, though. This wants cement, and that wants cement. Just discover oil. So I'm saying if we make this one bigger, then it will suddenly want cement parts, gravel. And we can do here, followed by the heck? Oh. No. Do not agree. If that's the case, I'd rather put them on the diagonal. If I can get away with it. So... which I can't, unless I make it a big station. So big station you are. Okay, and then we have a new loop, which is gravel, cement here, gravel, cement there. No, wrong one, there. Gravel is actually quite light at the moment, so is cement. I don't mind doing sets of 4. Go. $24, 1, 2, 26. No, that's all fine. We're going to set you on your second loop first, while we decide if I want a duplicate of you. 11 and 5. Already loading. 5. Good enough. There's a milk thing here. We could deliver those milks down. We could also create a South Clompus to Barriere. And Adams Lake is currently not being exploited. So what about North Clompus to Adams Lake? You do something like that. To... That's a little bit bad. But it's also a straight line, so it's not that bad. Yeah, that would be okay. And then from here to Adams Lake. No, there's no sane way of getting it. Well, that's not too bad. It could go there. Something like here. And then turn. So... that. There. Comes across to here. Goes... well, not quite to there. Goes across to there. Yes. Across to here. Something like that. Yeah, I think we can make that work. Okay. Good. 1. 2, 3 turns. That's about as low as it's going to get. Might as well push it as far away as we can. Get more distance pricing. Standing water, post office, everything except the customs house. We are going to need something in the middle. Probably 2 somethings. So I will chuck one. Yeah. And actually we should grab those cows, because that can become food and then go to the other end. Good. Okay, so step 1 is use the cows. 4 here, there, loop. Step 2 is end-to-end express. The Atlantic is faster, especially on the acceleration, but the Mogul has so much less running costs that I'm going to stick with Mr. Mogul. Go. Take a loan. Double track it all. Perfect. This side wants cement a little bit. This side wants cement a little bit. So it's fairly reasonable to add in a cement. Thankfully it's downhill. It's downhill. It should be fine. Sanding. And the same loop, but in the other direction. Yes. And then we can do the same thing, but with lumber. This side produces lumber. This side wouldn't mind a bit of lumber. I'd rather just do it like this. Go. Alright. That's 1, 2, 3 side things done. Lumber and cement and milk to food, as well as a end-to-end express. This can have telegraph poles because it's that busy. Is there anywhere else nearby that can use the steel? No. Now, should we buy all these? Kinda looks like we should buy a duplicate of each of those. Make sure this is always out. Then we'll buy these, I guess. I should have issued some stock and bought the other one. That would have been the wise thing to do. Not like issuing stock has any downsides to us. Looks pretty good. Fortunately, there's nothing to take. This all becomes milk, which we buy. Good enough. The other one was 15. Speed up. We could check if Half-Price Fuel Man has come onto the market. He has not. You could just take the 2 mail. The guy behind you will grab the passengers. I'm trying to generate more space between them. Void is hungry. Oh, we're getting sparkly. Sure. Let's see. This one. Dial that back. There. I should be less sparkly. Done. Although now there's some sparkles here. If we could help by doing that. There. That helps the sparklies. At least a little. Yeah. Be a bit more than that, though. That looks like the happy medium at the moment. Replace Mogul. Start at the start. Go. Go. No, you were meant to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that. Turn around, maximum speed. But at least now they'll be pretty as far out of phase as they're supposed to be. I might as well buy that. And it definitely looks like we should duplicate not that guy, but its equivalent. This one. But there's enough gravel to handle that. We've finally started running that out of supplies. It looks like maybe the answer there is have you do this as well. And have the other one do half and half duty. Right, so this one now does one of this and then one of this. So there's effectively 1.5 of each of those trains instead of 2 of each. Wait, really? 4? Yeah, okay, 4. Well, I say dial that back to 3 in the future. Now that I've tripled how many of you there are. That all seems pretty perfect. How much were we earning per year? Because we might just be able to speed up now. Place with a mogul. Don't even need to think about it because everything is a mogul. Yeah, we'll buy these, why not? The Camelback. The replacement for the 3-truck Shay. Yeah, we're not going to run out of lumber love. Although, what we could actually say is... you... No, not that one. It won't be far behind. Yeah, this one. Sometimes instead, deliver the lumber to here. So that... Screwed up. Here, here, there sometimes. That way, rather than North Clumpus getting 100% of the logs and its lumber desire going down, 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 down to 0, we can split the lumber desire between North Monty Creek Place and North Clumpus. And get paid more because we're not suppressing desire as much. These cows are worth buying. Just barely. Just surprising. Given how much the milk processor is throwing at us. Should probably buy this. And that one. How much net worth? We made $7-ish million. And we've got 34 book value. So 2 years. 2 years should do it. Just speed up and ding, ding, ding. The notorious Billy Miner nabbed after robbing the wrong train in Monty Creek. The take amounts to only $15. Miner caught in Princeton after a 50-mile horse chase. Sent to the slammer for life. This year we should go up to 50 and win. Billy the Miner escapes to the US after a short stint in the British Columbia Penitentiary. Wait, did we not hit 50? Oh, we were just shy. Now we hit 50. Gold! Awesome! You just struck gold. It's now our second hardest ever.